Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Okay, folks, and with that, we're into game 2. Once again, this is the Starladder, best of 3, group stages. There's 4 people in each group for Americas. If you get in those top 2 spots, you get to advance into the next round of the playoffs to see who actually gets to go to Starladder. But for now, I'm desperately searching for my volume mixer so I can unmute my co-caster. I'm Llama Down Under. I'm going to be joined by PQ, MZ. This is the second match of the between these two teams. Sorry, brain dead. Let's start over. This is game 2 in the best of 3. This is the second match that's been played by this group, so we don't know what the standings are at all. And we're getting some picks coming out finally. Wyvern, these are the same picks. These are the same bands? These are the same bands.
Dire team pick.
I do feel like Unknown.xiu is very strong right now. He did receive a nerf loss patch, losing some int, but still, vacuum combos well with so many different things right now. There's just a lot of good AoE spells. I'm a little bit surprised that EWolves didn't ban out the Tiny or the IO. It just feels like maybe they don't think Unknown will pick it up first round, but just like the set we saw earlier today between Leviathan and Complexity, if you don't ban out the Tiny IO, they're just gonna pick it again. They just beat you up with it.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah, but yeah. Instead, yeah, I was a bit surprised they picked the Tiny first. It feels like you generally pick the IO first. What goes with the IO more flexible, but I did like how they made it look like they were maybe just going for a Tiny, but instead, because Doom was not banned, he is out, and we've seen this guy dominate games. He can be played in any bloody position, it feels like. I think that I love seeing him as a 4, roaming around the map, just rushing people with that Scorched Earth up, but he certainly makes an excellent offlaner. Maybe needs a pair in that lane to make it work.
Dire team pick.
Yeah. How come? I do feel like Doom, obviously an overwhelmingly strong hero. The Lich, while he had great game impact there, he doesn't actually have lockdown. Yeah, he has minus armor, but it didn't save their towers, to say the least.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant
Yeah,
team ban.
they might just put the slaughter there. Be like a fun utility slaughter.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5
Now
seconds
the
remaining.
Jug ban, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps it's a Kataru
time.
hero that he is particularly comfortable with. Yeah, he has some stuff he can deal with when it comes to Lich and Doom, in that he can kind of spin away, maybe not take the Scorched Earth, but he still takes a Doom to the face. He's out. I'm not. Okay.
Radiant team pick.
That certainly makes sense there. And yeah, as you said, if the healing ward is out, you don't tick down. Doom doesn't actually do a lot of damage early on. It's not going to kill someone as long as they can run away. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Yeah, also. Hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team.
They might think it might be a safe lane slaughter, and it's definitely something I can understand where if you're not sure, are you really willing to go up against the clock?
Radiant team pick.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Agreed.
remaining.
And now an Earthshaker. I assume this is a support Earthshaker. I've been waiting for this guy. I feel like a lot of people preferring the Tusk, and we've discussed, it does feel like the Tusk has a little bit more utility early on. He certainly can ensure those kills a bit better than the Earthshaker, maybe with the changes. But I love support Earthshaker. I love seeing him get those max range fissures and kill around the map. And EWolves go with an AA, which I feel like is them saying, if you pick Io again, we're gonna school you.
Radiant team ban.
That did happen.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we discussed already how A doesn't have a lot of good lane presence. I mean,
Reserve time.
what do you do here as EWolves to make sure you don't just get run down by Brood?
Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I have to say I'm really surprised they banned out the Witch Doctor and not the Dazzle. While both have healing that is somewhat nerfed against the Ice Blast, Dazzle's Shallow Grave can save someone from the Ice Blast and from the Doom, lasting 5 seconds.
Remaining.
Of course. So I'm a little bit surprised. Perhaps EWolves just
5
fearing
seconds
those
remaining.
godlike coconut RNGs. I'm...
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
Yes.
5 seconds remaining.
Why not a Sven? Oh, I was right!
Dire team.
Because he gives you armor! Oh, I did it. No, it was awful. I wish I'd started that sentence with the word Sven, because then I would have looked better. Now it just looks like a... Yeah, he can certainly get a lot of damage out. I think Unknown, it's still a good pickup to go with their Dazzle. I still really like him here. especially as you said with the Brood synergy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go for that. Maybe some other supports we're not thinking of. Bane. That's one way to deal with the Sven coming at you with a BKB. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually a pain as well to lane against, right? You can also go the what's your name? Enfeeble build and just be a shit in lane. But either way, we're just waiting for. Okay, there we go. There's the load in.
What he could do, he could enfeeble the Sven bottoms. It can't actually
He can't
last hit against the Brood. Sven's pretty tanky, and Brood can't really kill her. And if he goes for the 1-3-1 build, the lane's normally in a position where Brood's pretty much creep skipping or farming the woods. But if Sven can't get to that point because he's keyboard by this cancer hero called Bane, then it could work really well. But I highly doubt it's gonna happen. You have a Starladder that's gonna need some help top.
Yeah, now let's talk about the slaughter. I am not a fan of first one position slaughter. I feel like he's not a hero who has an easy item build into right clicking like a truck.
Well, this game, he's the one position. He's the 3 position, I guess you could say.
You think he's still 3 position? I thought the Brood was going to be 3 position.
But if you look at how these heroes interact, right? Shadow Fiend's probably your 1, just because he's going to be the priority for most of the game. Brood is then probably going to start as a 3, maybe even a 4. In terms of how Unknown want to build their heroes up. But as soon as Starladder gets his blink, not a farming hero, he's going to go around and make things happen. And that makes space for the Brood to farm, which then transitions him to a 1 or a 2. Starladder then gets transitioned down the list in priority, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So they are going to be trying to slay with great prejudice. They have Dust and Sentries coming out for the bottom lane. This Brood Mama, she might be in a spot of trouble, but either way, let's get into introducing the teams on Unknown. I can't remember who I introduced last time, so we're just going to do Unknown.
Unknown again.
Okay, because I did them with Zatok. 4 Zatoks. We've got Hoshimiku on... I think it's Hoshimiku. On Bane. That's what he's called now anyway. That's what happens when you don't tag up properly, kids. I just call you random ass shit. We've got a ton on the Shadow Fiend, constantly using that taunt. It's always fun. We've got Kataru on that farming slaughter that I have serious doubts about. And finally, on the bottom lane, we have Greedy on the Brood Mother. Although at top lane, are we going to see some action before you introduce EWolves? Probably just some auto attacks. Oh, they have the Chilling Touch. They're going to do shit tons of damage here, and now they can move like a race car. Doesn't matter that you fidget. Oh, and he's trying to get in 2 more auto attacks. 1 more. That's going to be our first blood. Doom Stinger off to a fantastic start.
He drive-by snipes a bounty rune. You could almost say that's worth it.
Oh, I didn't even see Slaughter drive-by sniping. Well played, Slaughter.
They got the bottom one as well. I'm kind of in favor of saying that's worth it.
It is about even when you look at the gold. Apparently, EWolves got all of 2 gold. Extra.
And top of that, Lich doesn't sacrifice right now, so the hero's like worse, and In's doing his enfeebling thing mid, so Smash is going to have a harder time.
Yeah.
Quickly
introducing EWolves. I'm going to make you do that.
Alright, we have Mystico on the Lich, Smash on the mid quaff, Soku on his AA, Doom, who got the first blood, is played by N3, aka Stinger, and Ban on the farming side.
Yeah. Now, this bottom lane, I feel like if they can probably want another level, they can certainly Stormhammer into Cold Feet reliably and kill off the Brood Mother, especially with the buff, or not, the debuff you get from being dusted, where your movement speed is slowed. They should be able to easily land that. Between the 2 of them, I think they have enough damage. It's kind of close.
They're gonna have to harass him down a bit. Like, I'd expect the Sven to start skilling up Cleaves to start getting the lane pushed out, because he's already spawning spiders. And if Brood goes for CS, she's gonna tank some damage. They're actually going in now with the Chilling Touch. They dropped the Sentry.
Yeah, they now pop the dust. They should have more than enough. Yeah.
Sometimes I forget Brood's actually the pushy. So that's a really good kill.
Yeah, she is an agi hero, and they have Chilling Touch. It's just, I think it's close-ish, because she does have a lot of regen, and of course can move fast, but they committed the dust, and I think it's worth it if
on
you...
Doom top. I think it should be... Actually, no, he doesn't have
no,
Scorched
he
Earth.
doesn't have
He's in a
Scorched
lot
Earth,
of
he just used it when he was going around, and where is the Slithering Crush? It's gonna be used, and that is a very dead Doom. At least Lich should be able to get level 2 off of this, but maybe feeling forced all the way back. Yeah, it was just a case of Doom had been playing aggressively up here earlier and used his Scorched Earth, so on cooldown for that fight. That was a big kill for them, because Doom, I guess, was top of the net worth or something. They got 400 gold for that.
Yeah, and he's still nearly top of the net worth after dying and buying a TP to get back to lane.
They had a haste on A, thought maybe they could make something work, but they weren't
They're
going
actually
to.
getting the kill on Lich top.
Yeah, goodbye. Oh, it's on the wrong side. I think they still have it, which Bane auto-attacks one more, uses the Brain Sap. It's gonna be fine. But now Doom is way back up here. Stinger again, out of position. Scorched Earth on cooldown. He could throw Hadoken, but he's just taking a lot of damage.
Lots of damage on the quad mid as well, getting double raised by the Shadow Fiend, so she's having a really hard time. I think she's just sending a bottle back to base. No. Okay, she got some regen delivered. She doesn't even have a bottle yet, so this is going horribly for Smash.
Yeah, the early Enfeeble doing mad work.
He must have ferried some regen or something, because he's equal on net worth. He's actually ahead on Shadow Fiend, so... Not exactly sure how it happened, but whatever.
What do you mean? Just because she has so low lost hits, she gets raised down, and that's what we were talking about. Fissure? Raise more than enough damage to catch someone who's out of position. So...
Yeah, really nice rotations by the Earthshaker though, and this ward also making it a little easier.
Yeah, we got an engagement up top, but they might get punished. In comes the Earthshaker, who's going to try to save out Hoshimiku. At the same time, Mystico trying to get in position to use that Frost Blast. He might just go down here before he can use it in the Bane. If he manages to walk this off, that is insane. The Ice Blast doesn't come out, and now Stinger is in a horrible position. There's a Slithering Crush. This is all gone to shit, but in comes Quap, making sure she gets something. Smash is only level 4, though. Where's the follow-up? There's a Hadoken. Can they kill off the Talk? They can get off the Shadow Strike, and yes, but can there be the deny? He's sticking around for it on Kataru. He really wants this, and Quap doesn't want to whiff it, so she's waiting for the auto attack. Gonna get the deny. Well played.
Rotation from the Quap, but not the most value with the deny coming out, so... Actually, she's gonna get a DD rune here, unless... If the Shadow Fiend gets caught out by this, he could be in a lot of trouble. Yeah,
and we've got... Oh, he has a sentry in range. They're both just outside of range.
Oh, that's such a big play, trying to raise the blink.
Okay, I also missed the Shadow Fiend kill because I thought we were getting action in the bottom lane because Earthshaker rotated down. What happened in mid?
Okay, so Quap went for the DD in here. They man-fought each other. He used the short raise on Shadow Fiend. He then turned around this way to predict the play, which the Quap would have had to do. But the Quap either just manned up and not gave a fuck, expecting to win the man fight, which he wouldn't have if S didn't do that raise. So I think they kind of next load each other. But if that raise would have hit, I mean, like, so next level play. I love seeing shit like that. Fortunately, it didn't work out though. In this bottom lane, Van is maxing cleave. I understand. He's hoping to catch some spiders off unaware. At the same time, oh goodness, what is going on? In mid again taking razors. She TP'd into that, took one. Half of her health gone. This mid lane is awful for Smash. Okay, I wanted to talk about the skill build on the Sven. It feels like you need armor this game because eventually you're going to need it for the Slaughter and the Shadow Fiend with presence of the Dark Lord. But he is maxing cleave because you're dealing with a Brood Mother. I don't know what's the right decision. I mean, you definitely go for the... The only question
Smash? You need to... Okay.
They're actually juiced by the air. He was in trouble, got blocked in the trees here, but managed to tangle his way out. The Shaker's on the way down, but I think he should be fine.
No, there's gonna be another web. He's most certainly dead to these babies. He has no way out. He needs help from the Sven. Might even need to use the Storm Hammer, and he does. But now Broodmother uses the Spider Spit. It doesn't work. A gets away with 30 health, and we have action elsewhere because this game is over 2 kills a minute. It's about 2 kills a minute, I lied. Okay, it's calmed down. So, yeah, this is the America's Dota I'm used to. High action, missing kills because everybody's dying everywhere.
Yeah, this team's just, they like to play aggressive Dota, which is nice to watch. Again, Smash tanking races mid. He's just having a really hard time actually getting anything done. He's gonna hit 6 now though, so he has a TP. Probably look to rotate away from his lane. Actually, he gets fissured.
Oh yeah.
It's a triple race,
It's slightly
so
off
he's
the
alright.
lock, and yeah, there's some AA chilling touch going in. Actually, Queen of Pain, she has the Sonic Wave, but she doesn't manage to hit the SF. He might need. No, he's gonna be fine. If she'd hit the SF, there, easy kill. But
I like the fact he went for the creep and knew he'd hit level 6 off it, but just narrowly missing the Sonic Wave's painful to watch.
Oh
he
my
did
goodness.
the exact right thing.
Yeah, Mystico was thinking about going in there. And somehow, despite all of this action, despite all of these rotations, they actually have stacks. Oh, she blinks in! I hate everything. I was picking out the stack.
The Fisher was a bit late. The Shaker wasn't on the same page. The Shadow Fiend was pretty ballsy going up there because he saw the all 3 heroes. Pretty sure they also saw this ward placed. If the Fisher was on point, the SF would definitely.
Oh gosh, Doom uses the Doom and he's healing up a little bit, but you have no armor, Doom. And now here comes Bane. Where is the brain sap there? There's gonna be a death, but they might be able to get 2 here. Can Mystico get level 6 off of these kills? He's trying to stay in range. He wants it, and he does. He's level 6. I think that's actually really fantastic for the Lich. Having level 6 at 7.5 minutes in, considering what his role has been in this game, I'll take it.
Yeah, the 2-for-1 trade's favourable for sure. Smash actually TP's bottom, balls up the Sven, but they're not able to catch the Brood yet. Brood might even get the courier here. You saw it in the lane, and the spiders are in the area.
Yeah, they're trying for it. Oh, he's gonna. No, he didn't go to attack it. He's thinking about doing it on the back lines. He's a melee hero. He should have more than enough damage. There's one attack. Where's the second attack? He's being slowed. Oh, the courier escapes. What is happening in this game?
That must just be like fog in the trees then. Doom's actually tanking a crushed top, but he's fine because Scorched Earth is a spell. The Shadow Fiend's around
you
there.
say he's fine, but I think he is very, very dead. There should be. Oh, he misses the Slithering Crush, and even though Doom is fast with the Scorched Earth, he's got so much minus armor on him, and the Scorched Earth has ended. He's trying to find some way to kill himself, but there's gonna be a big Abe. No, it whiffs. Even if it didn't whiff, it's a level 1 Abe lost. It wouldn't have actually killed anyone. So we are at 6-7. This game a little bit in favor of EWolves just because Sven has been able to peacefully sit bottom and farm. He has a lot of lost hits, but a bunch of these are spiders, so we don't care about them.
No, I think we do. Like, Sven's really fat at this point, and on top of that,
oh gosh, Lich goes down to a raise. This game has no chill.
When the Swagger Fiend running around taunting everywhere.
Fiend. Is he constantly using the taunt?
Yeah, of course. It's 8 ton, or I think it's 8 ton, right?
Yeah, it's a ton. 8 ton? Is it 8 ton or a ton?
I have no idea. Like, if they wanted to be called their actual names, they'd tag up.
Yeah.
They get a D-ward on ward placed by Unknown here, so it's a pretty big deal. Having vision on this mid lane is going to be important for the Shadow Fiend, because now the Quap has her ulti up again, she also has a DD rune, there's threat of him dying with an AA blast.
Okay, let's talk about some bigger game pictures, because we have been overrun by all the kills happening. Is this a split... That's a Minsk of Madness on the Sven, I understand. I just think it's a bit dangerous this game, but it's not important. Is this just a Broodmother's gonna go do Broodmother things, split push, not probably come to team fights, or do you think this is a game where she tries to be involved?
I think she's going to have to be involved, so it's finding the right times for her to be involved and not coming in speed top of like a bad team fight. I think the biggest thing this game is going to be Roche, because they have good control of the Radiant Woods just because they have Brood. They have good heroes to take the Roche.
They can take it super early.
Yeah, if they get level 6 Bane, they're actually looking to smoke now that they have Starladder. Okay, Starladder doesn't actually but they're looking to smoke up and be aggressive with this Brood. If they can get a pick on the Sven here, it's going to be really big. Could transition into the Roche after that. Yep. Or they're going to opt for the tier 1 bottom, more likely.
I think that the Roshan is, something they can do super fast, and Sven, his Minsk of Madness, it's going to be off, so at least he won't take extra damage, but he's going to be taking a fissure. Slithering Crush to follow it up, a little bit more lockdown just in case, and they've got him. At the same time, Pain does manage to, Queen of Pain has managed to kill off the Shadow Fiend in mid, it looks like, so... Oh, I didn't catch both kills, thank you, Fight Recap. It's probably going to be a better trade for Unknown, because I think they'll get this bottom tower as well. Although they're working on top, so a very even trade across the map. Both of the top farmers killed off.
I think it's better that they kill them though, especially because it gives the experience to Bane, so he gets his 6, opens up the control on Brood's lane, and that's gotta be a miss. Oh no, they think they're doing Roche, that's why you bought back. Unless
they
he
could have
misclicked.
checked with an AA blast, and they didn't.
It was on cooldown though from mid, I
Radiant's
think.
bottom tower is under attack.
I've seen it before where people just buy back because they like hover their mouse over, or there's like, I don't know, shit happens.
It
That's
was
a
also
really big
pretty
deal.
cheap at this point. I mean, it cost him 400 gold. He's gotten that back probably by now.
I wouldn't have said so, but it's
I don't
lost
know,
gold.
it's- I'm
he
just
was
trying to-
basically alive.
I'm just trying to make it okay.
Nothing
So-
makes that okay. The only thing that makes that okay is TPing in and getting a kill, which unfortunately did not happen.
Yeah. But they all
However, you
smoked
might
up,
find the slider.
and this time it looks like they're smoked up and they will not be killing an illusion. But oh goodness, he actually does doom the illusion, but that is not what we're focusing on. We're looking at them trying to catch Greedy. They're not going to catch it. Although Doom did kill the shit out of that illusion that he doomed, you know? He showed it.
Whose illusion was it?
It was a slaughter illusion.
Probably worth, you know, just instilling fear into the heart. If you ever show your face, I will doom you. Go finds the other illusion on Sven, but Sven opts to not stun it. Show teammates to not cast spells on illusions.
Oh gosh, being a Lich ulti, it doesn't bounce anywhere though in the raises. Since one of them missed, he doesn't manage to kill off the Lich. A bunch of whiffed spells in middle. What is this game? I think both teams, if they calmed down and farmed a little bit.
That's exactly what the Sven's doing. He pops his ulti and he kills off a vengeance. His blink. So he doesn't want to calm down, he wants to take it right to Unknown.
I don't think that's bad. He got a big item. He does, of course, it feels like really need a BKB. Even with a BKB, you're in a little bit of trouble against the Bane, but I think because of the Earthshaker, because of the Broodmother and the SF, you really need that BKB.
I'd agree with that, but it's not the item he wants now. Maybe something else first if they want to try and dodge fights a bit. Just to have it up for the later game. It's actually the Shaker getting caught out mid-ish.
Yeah, he...
Oh my god, he missed the ult.
He did.
He's gonna kill the Shadow Fiend though, so
Yeah.
it's okay.
No, it wasn't a miss. See, he was killing a Shadow Fiend all along.
Yeah, but that's like value, you know? You don't just miss an ulti.
I think he was trying to get both, and
yeah, he easily
couldn't.
got both if he just angled. There's actually a Fiend Script top on the Doom.
Oh gosh,
Fired
while
up
there's a
Blink
Fiend Script
there.
top, there was a kill bottom and Doom. Oh, there's gonna be the crush as well. No ults from the Lich to do anything. Quap's coming in. She is nightmared up. You should un-nightmare her. And yeah, we do see that action. He does, and we're gonna kill off the Slaughter.
That was
Push him from the
perfect.
to get off the, getting something out of the, because when Fiend Script's down, Starladder just bought his blink, dies. That's really unfavorable for Unknown. Even if they get the kill, Doom's not gonna care. He has Devour, he has Midas. They're actually gonna go in mid. AA Blast connects.
Yeah.
Gonna drop to the right clicks.
He should die to either the Ice Blast or the right clicks if Smash can actually get up in close. Yeah, now knowing that he's going. No, he's actually gonna be fine.
I don't know.
He ticks down. He ticks down. He has to tick down. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That creep. It's MVP right there. That creep.
No, he would have gone down anyway.
No. He was fine. That creep killed him. 100%.
There was another tick. No, there was another tick. I don't think he would have gone.
But he would have fountain healed up like 100%.
Oh, I don't think
because
so.
that creep hit him twice. Like 40 damage.
Sven
right
has a
there.
BKB. He's blinking in. He is storm hammering. This is a very dead Shadow Fiend. There is no escape from that Sven. And Shadow Fiend suddenly has 10 souls, and they'll get the tower too.
Yeah, that's easy rune making work.
Yeah, I caught that
Shadow
kill,
Fiend.
kids. This game, I'm sorry, there are a lot of kills, and a lot of them unfortunately happening all over the map at the same time. No.
Well, the game's just naturally very split when you have a brood, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And he is trying to kill whoever comes down to this bottom lane with great prejudice. Lich, I do not think this is the part
This
of
Lich
town
is
you
really
want to
farmed.
be in. Oh,
He only has a mech.
Yeah.
And arcanes.
And by
Quite 3
goodness.
deaths.
I mean, you know, he got involved in that first blood and just never stopped. So, okay, I really want to do a look at items around the map, but I'm scared I'm gonna miss kills, so you need to...
You look at items and I'll watch the kills.
So, we've got, as you said, we got the mech almost out on Mr. Lich. He's a mister, I think. I think he was the Lich King, right? So he's a dude. Orchid going to be what Smash
They're
kills?
going in on the Shadow
Oh, yeah,
Fiend, they're gonna drop the
with
Doom.
no chill, they drop the Doom. He's just dead. He's gonna be down to 7 souls and...
That is the saddest Requiem I've ever seen.
No,
4
the 10
soul
one.
Requiem. Sorry, 8 soul Requiem.
Yeah, it was pretty
that's
bad.
so sad to see.
It wasn't the best.
Right, back to items. Go. I'll look.
Okay,
quicker.
yeah. Quickly, AA is, I feel like he must have something. He bought the treads. He's actually not going for the Midas. I feel like the courier has it. Oh, courier has dust. Never mind. AA is poor as shit. No Midas in sight for him. We got a Midas up on the Doom and the drums. Always a great utility item. Gotta go fast. We are probably gonna see action down bottom. Sven is working on that BKB next. I'm a bit scared because, as we talked about, it might be like a 5-second BKB by 30 minutes. I think it'll be 5-second BKB by 25 minutes with the way this game is going. But I think you need it.
Yeah, I'd agree. They're actually gonna find the Quap here.
Yeah, they're stalking Miss Quap, and they have a Fiend script. Does she have any backup? No, they missed the Slytherin crush, and she just blinks away.
Top tower is
So a big whiff there. Yeah, Unknown not getting what they needed, and EWolves pulling further and further ahead. Slaughter does have his blink up, so that's a saving grace. Earthshaker's about 1,100 away from his. Broodmother's going. I think she's going Sanj and Yasha.
Yeah,
Maybe Sanj, maybe Yasha BKB as well. And Shadow Fiend is having a rough game. He was top net worth, and now he's 6th, well 7th even. No, I think that's 6th. I can count llamas. We don't really cover counting in school. And Bane is just rocking that urn, and it looks like a ton gonna go down again. But no, it's Bane who they find out, and that's just a dead Bane. Maybe they'll get more up here. Do they have TPs on the line? They managed to get a beautiful fidget, immediate TP. Can AA do anything? But wait, no, there's no TP on SF, and this is gonna be 10 souls again.
At least that was more than the other Death Requiem, right?
I
really
don't have
like
anything nice to say.
I really like how EWolves are playing this.
Yeah.
Like, just constantly getting in their face before Unknown have the items and time they need to fight. Like, when the lane's already out here, Brood's not a presence on the map, so Unknown don't have a way of dealing with what EWolves are just doing.
They are 7.5 thousand gold ahead, over about 10,000 experience ahead. This to me is the more troublesome thing, because AA is traditionally a hero who has a really hard time getting up levels, but because of how well EWolves are doing, they have level 2 Lich ulti already at 18 minutes into the game. That is just going to
go in mid here.
Yeah, oh, and he used the fissure already. Here comes the Lich ulti. Are you going to get lucky bounces? Doesn't matter. Lich is farming the creep wave and they don't need it. And this is why Lich is rich.
Yeah.
He's gonna have Guardian Greaves at about 24 minutes in if this game continues like this.
And that's actually really important this game for removing like the amp damage on himself, just giving the armor and shit when everyone's low.
Yes, the armor for his team, it will be ridiculous. A lot of people maybe don't focus in on this. They're thinking, oh, it's a cheaper use of mech mana-wise. It's shorter cooldown on both the mech and the arcanes. The armor is actually insane. It can make it so that people just tickle you, and with all of the minus armor coming out of Unknown, well, that would be if SF actually had good level progression, you're really helping to counter that, and they've
I mean, the armor's only when you're below a certain amount, so it's not the big deal, but it can definitely stop heroes dying. So the last few right clicks.
Oh, she's going for the courier. Can she find it? What is the courier doing? She instead wants the SF. No, she missed. Okay, I think she actually blunk away. I thought she was maybe hunting the courier.
That courier once you miss. I'm 100%
oh gosh,
sure
that's goodbye SF. How many souls was that? But no time to discuss how many souls that was. We have a nightmare up. I don't think you have a way out. Oh, Chicky, he walks into a full AA blast, and this is gonna put him. He was getting close to the blink, and now he's back 200 gold again. BKB used on Van, but I don't even know if he cares. Yeah, that was the 10-second one. Broodmother, she went for a BKB, but she's down bottom pushing, and they're just taking your mid tower. This time it isn't a case where she's the tiny that can push up a storm, and Sonic Wave just gonna pick up all of those. Quap getting herself some money. She's gonna be fat.
Yeah, he missed the scream, unfortunately, otherwise I think he could have gotten that kill. Would have been close with the paid to Invis.
Oh, she blinks as they blink over the top of her, and suddenly Quap knows, but she'll get the courier finally! And oh my goodness, this Quap, she's a murderer.
What was on that chicken? I can't see. That had 4K net worth on it.
It was the BKB for the Broodmother, the entire thing.
Wow.
That's 3 minutes without that, and looking grimmer and grimmer. How do you get back into this if you're Unknown? You've got one hero who just doesn't play with your team, and you've got the rest
he does as soon as he gets BKB. That's a big thing here. You need big smokes with Fiend Script pickoffs, and into favorable team fights in Roshan. That's how you get back in. How you execute that, however, is completely different. You can have the theory, but having the practice to do it is a lot harder. They're actually setting up on the Sven. Shadow Fiend? Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time,
Well, the
Sven,
Shadow
he's got
Blade?
some backup. Does he? No, nothing coming out for him. He's gonna pop his BKB. He's gonna try to fight. He doesn't have enough lifesteal happening. There's gonna be a Lich. Oh my goodness, it just killed. Did it just one-shot him from like half health? I mean, Lich is gonna go down here, but you just freaking murdered the SF, and now you got backup. Everybody's gonna go down. Guardian Greaves come out. Is this Lich even gonna die? He's gonna get greedy and return with the cold feet. We have a buyback from Sven, but this is a very dead slaughter, and that's 4 of them dead. Bane nowhere to be found. Chillaxin in top lane.
Yeah, fighting without the Bane's a big problem because the main source of lockdown.
That actually was a good team fight for Unknown because of the buyback and how far behind they are. They're 10,000 net worth, 15,000 experience probably. They're getting a Roshan on Van.
Yeah, but this is why the buyback is worth it, because they're getting objectives.
Yeah. And AA is rocking a gem. I was about to discuss how I really think AA should get an early gem this game. It feels like one where you can super benefit from it.
Yeah, whenever you're ahead, getting a gem is... Sorry, one of the
Don't die on me. Yes,
game.
gem is, yeah, it gets you map vision, you win the game. My goodness, this Doom, he's man fighting. This is gonna be a dead SF if he's not careful. Here comes the Bane, but he's got teammates aplenty. And the Razors miss. Now Doom, acting like he's all cool, off on the side. Actually, Shadow Fiend, he's invisible. He might be able to do something, but he can't. Even if he used Requiem of Souls on his face, it's a 17 soul like, oh.
Yeah, that's the problem when you go for Shadow Blade. You kind of see what I meant at the start of the game, where the Slarddar's not the one position hero. Though he gets the Shadow Blade as well. His Phantoms are not that bad considering. See, the Brood and the Shadow Fiend are generally what's been prioritized by Unknown. It's just the fact that EWolves have done such a good job of finding the Shadow Fiend and constantly shutting him down.
Yeah, he has. Let's just take a look in this moment of peace that we somehow have in this ridiculous game. Shadow Fiend has died 9 times. This is like the game earlier today where the offlane Pugna was 2 and 11.
I'm pretty sure the Pugna had more impact in that game as well, to be fair. After the game kind of went on a bit, he was relevant. The Shadow Fiend's just itemized to a way that can't do anything. He can't fight because he doesn't have the items for it. If he had like an SMY, he could at least lifesteal as well, put some threat back when they go on him. But right now, he's just so squishy.
And Van, he is walking around, acting all cool. He's gonna have an AC up soon. I assume it's that. It could be the Moonshard. He got stuck. Look at Van. He needs someone. Cut him out, someone. Come on, Doom.
He doesn't have his Quelling Blade anymore.
Yeah, I know, he got rid of it. Oh gosh, but no! Queen of Pain, she's murdering more people. The top goes down. She might just casually blink into the base and kill all of them. Smash is, I think it's 9 and 1 now. Smash? Yeah. Had that early first death, hasn't died since. You know, we'll play a little song if they manage to seal the deal for EWolves about Smash after this game. But Broodmother, she's doing Broodmother things down bottom, and maybe Greedy can make something happen, but it does look like they're losing their top tower.
He doesn't have a TP on the Brood either. I hope it's not even coming out on the Chicken, so he's not gonna have a way of getting up there.
Yeah, God's Strength is up. I feel like they do have everything they need to siege high ground on EWolves, and they've got about 2.5 minutes, if we're being conservative, left on that Aegis.
Ben's close to... yeah, it is AC that he's going, so he's going to pick that up first, wanting to be at full strength before he siege, which is understandable. I don't think they're close to anything else, so they might as well just go now. And the Shadow Fiend also picks up a Mask of Madness, so he's just going for the value picker.
I think it's a mistake. I think he's gonna pop like a stuffed pig. And I think in fact he's about to go down now. Here comes Quap. Does he? His Shadow Blade is on cooldown. They're getting A. Yeah, you're right. I was wrong. He's gonna turn around, raise them. Actually going onto Lich, but there are the Guardian Greaves coming out and he explodes. Now where's the Sonic Wave from Queen of Pain? She could pop it here and there it goes. Goes through the BKB. Greedy going down. There is a gem on the deck, but Greedy doing so much work here finally explodes. You can't save the gem here, and yeah, they feel good about going in. And Smash, how many kills is that? He also has a DD, of course. Smash is rocking 11 kills. He's just gonna go in here. Goodbye, Bane. He needs to turn around and do something, but he's silenced, so I don't think Bane will actually die here. If Smash goes in further, he's just gonna give up a big kill streak, although he does have the Aegis. Better to work on the easy objective of the tower. They pop the God's Strength. They're going in. It is 25 minutes in, 15,000 net worth ahead, 20,000 experience, and about to make that probably 25,000 ahead in gold, because it's Rax. And now just heading top with that God's Strength. I don't want to call GG before the teams do, but this one looking like EWolves has sealed out the game.
Ben is definitely something you have to deal with when you pick Brood now, I think. One way or another. Seen it a few times.
We got a Fiend's Grip on Stinger. Can they take out the raid boss? The mini raid boss, because the real raid boss is Smash. And yes, Stinger going down. Huge A blast, but it's, you know, the snow thing.
Yeah, this is just comfortable now. They didn't even use the Aegis to have that fight. Lich picks up a Vlad's, which is very, very, very good pick
He's
up
happy.
this game.
He is happy as a clam right now.
This is the richest Lich I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah. And BMAC finished up on Sven as I stumble over my words. He also has another 3.5k gold saved up. Most of the Radiant's going to be rich after that tower push. Doom, what do you do here? I know you're ahead, but you're still, of course, always wary. Do you go just for the Shivas? It helps with some spider clear.
The Quap's getting Shivas, so I'm not sure he'll go for it. He could opt for Shadow Blade of his own for more initiation. Go... I'm not sure, to be honest. You could just go Shivas as well. It's not bad because the armor
A
on your
refresher
hero
is another
important.
option. You can also build up. Oh wow! Never mind. Your Lich already has the Vlads.
I'm not particularly sure you have the mana
Oh,
for refresher.
Sephiroth is in the wrong neighborhood, and they can. Oh, they actually don't have the gem between the two of them. Where is the gem? It's on the Lich. He sees it. Lich is gonna take out SF, but in the meantime, they pick up Satak. SF is wandering around. He is in no man's land. Lich is gonna man fight him. Sonic Wave to finish him off. This smoke gank has gone horribly wrong, but Van has no more BKB. Can they do something? Hey, Blast, Brood Mother, you're not gonna heal up anymore, and now Greedy is out in the middle of nowhere, doomed up, taking auto attacks, being seen.
I like how the Shadow
Troll.
Fiend got caught here, and Lich was like, nah, I'm not gonna ulti. And then when the Quap finally blinks over, they drop both ultis.
Yeah, they're a bit rude. But that was a really quick game. Both of these sets have been really fast. Once again, this is Starladder. I'm Llama Down Under. I'm joined by PQMZ. We'll get you right in quick into that game 3. I'd love your feedback on how we'd both love it, how we can become better as casters, so that we can keep on improving and be awesome. But yeah, we're gonna go to a little song about Smash, I believe. Hopefully I got the right one. And we'll get you right into that game 3, folks. So let me make sure I've got all of teams.